Hey everyone, it's DarlingDTarot bringing you another pick a card reading. So for today we are going to go right into this and see what your 2019 will look like. This is going to go over energies that you have to take into account, that your guides want you to know, and just get prepared for. This is also just the main situation, so maybe there's something that's going to be going on that's going to affect you the most out of a year, maybe in regards to a relationship or career or something like that. So we have 3 stacks for what you can pick for your 2019. Of course, keep in mind that you can pick just one pile, or you can pick 2 piles, or you can pick all 3. It is completely up to you, and it is completely up to you how you pick these cards. We have these cute little snowflake ornaments for each pile, as well as crystals for each pile. So you can choose based on those, or just the energy off of each pile. But first, what I want you to do is take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it, and release. And you can do this as many times as you want to focus yourself and get grounded on picking the right card for you. I also wanted to say that if you pick one and it does not resonate, feel free to pick another card set. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. I will give you a few seconds to choose, and I will see you at your pick. Bye! Hello to everyone who picked stack 1. Let's get right into your reading and see what 2019 has in store for you. So for your first 2 animal guide cards, we have Camel and Unicorn. Now these are awesome cards. So Camel says, trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. And Unicorn says, indulge in your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. Now this is an awesome combination to have, because the camel, he trusts his instincts. He knows that if he goes on a long journey, he will never, need to worry about making it to the next destination. He has all that he needs. He can go very long distances without water because his body will provide that. It will provide that to get him through until he finds that water source. Camels are pretty incredible. They're very resilient, very tough creatures. They live in very harsh environments, very, warm. Obviously you think of the stereotype of seeing them in, the desert, just trudging along, and then finding a water source and just throwing themselves down and relaxing, and basically feeling proud of themselves for a job well done, and this is what you have to take into account for 2019, that you can get yourself anywhere you need to be in life. You can go anywhere you need to go. Trust that you are very smart. You are very, you know what's best for you. Let's put it like that. You know what's best for you, and you know what's best for others, and you know how to use the things that you have. You're a lot like a magician in that sense, that you manifest the things that you want just through the tools that you have. It's almost like the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It's that sort of a sense. It's, who thought of that? Who sat down one day and was like, honey, all we have are lemons. And then you're like, you know what? It's fine. I'm going to figure out something to do with these lemons. And you're out there squeezing these lemons and you're like, oh, this is horrible. But hey, who knew that adding sugar and water would make it so much better, right? I'm sure that person was looked at a little strange at first. But hey, it worked out, and, it's a great drink. But yeah, really be creative. And on that note, on the lemonade note, be creative. be excited about life, be excited about your passions, about things that make you feel good. If you're an artist, if you're someone who expresses themselves creatively, maybe you're someone who, even in work, you're someone who comes up with very good ideas. You could be an entrepreneur or someone who is self-employed, someone who lights their own way. Unicorns to me are very, they go about their own thing and have their own magical journeys in life. They're very intuitive and they know what they want, and they're not going to back down from that. I think there's also I think people also tend to forget the more dangerous side of unicorns, if you will. I mean, not only are these beings very, very magical, very powerful, but they also have this very sharp horn. If they wanted to, I'm sure they could mess you up, but they don't. They're very beautiful. They're very caring. They're very kind. They worry about others. They worry about how the world is doing, and I think that you might also be someone who, in that sense, you like to use the resources that you already have instead of going out and buying new things or wasting product. Maybe that's a message for 2019, is to be more aware of, if you're being wasteful, if you're using everything to the best of your ability, if you're utilizing everything, maybe you make a big meal and then you eat leftovers, and as exciting as that sounds, you can jazz it up in different ways on different nights and stuff like that. It's just being mindful. But basically, yeah, I think 2019 will be a good time for you to really be creative and really focus on what it is that you want and how to get it. I mean, I think that you have everything that you already need in your power to get whatever it is that you want. If you're wanting a good relationship, then, just your charm and your creativity and what makes you, you are already, you are the ingredient in love. You are the main ingredient, along with them. So don't feel like it's something that you need to possess. If you need maybe money or career or something, love is love. Love will find you. If it's career, same thing applies for career. You are someone who's very unique. You stand out from the rest of the crowd. You're someone who, you'll get the job done, and you'll get it done well, and you'll get it done the first time. But yeah, for 2019, just make sure to really use your imagination, step back into things that make you feel excited to be alive and that make you feel good. What kind of things did you like as a kid? Did you like, maybe making model airplanes or painting toy cars? I don't know. So really go back into that, really express yourself through this, and focus on the good things in life and what you do have and how you can accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish with what you do have. So let's get on to your next card. So for your angel inspiration card, we have Archangel Jophiel. So for her, let me show you this card. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love that she's extending her arms to the heavens and just allowing beauty in and allowing these butterflies to just surround her in this beautiful yellow energy. Yellow is very uplifting. It's very, it sounds silly, but it feels very non-judgmental. I feel like, it's a very happy color. It's very positive. Maybe if you were to see someone on the street wearing an all yellow outfit, you kind of giggle, and maybe it's not even the fact that it looks funny, but it's just, yellow is such a fun color. It's just something about it. I don't know. It makes my heart light up. But yeah, this card is all about beauty. I mean, some of you maybe, if you're pursuing a career, maybe you're pursuing something in fashion, massage therapy, helping people, things like that. You could even be like a fashion designer, or Something along those lines. You don't have to be, though. You could just be very caring about people, or need to bring that more into your life. She's very laid back, and goes with the flow. She finds beauty in every situation, in every walk of life, in just every detail. There's nothing in her world that she deems ugly. She doesn't think that ugly is a thing, to be honest. She's very warm and kind-hearted and open. She's very open. Be open with people in 2019. Be open to experience new things, to not be judgmental, to help people. Everything that you give out to the world, you will get back. You will receive it back and then some. But definitely don't be afraid to express yourself and to express who you are, even if it's a little strange, even if, you are doing makeup that maybe some people are like, oh, that's a little weird, that's a little outlandish, if it makes you feel good, if you're expressing yourself and you're doing something that makes you feel creative and happy, go for it, Don't let people judge you, just, see the beauty in all of it. So for your next 3 cards, this is going to be basically just what's going on this year as a whole, or next year rather, for 2019. We have the Knight of Cups, the Fool in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so I think right off the bat, some of you might be receiving some form of, an emotional offering, or, someone coming to you and being like, hey, you want to go on a date? I think you're pretty dynamite. And, it's really up to you. It's your choice. I feel like, do you see how this stream, it tapers off and leads back? I feel like it's really your choice whether or not to take this, because at the end of the day, you're still going to be on the same path. You're still going to be going towards the same journey of whatever your ultimate life course is. So, this is completely up to you, but I feel like this is a relationship, if this is a relationship, that is going to take quite a bit of time, and it's going to be a hard thing to get started. I'm really sorry. I don't think that this is something that can't work. I don't think that this is something that's like, this is forbidden. Obviously that's just not a thing. All I'm saying is that it might be a little, tougher than expected to really get this going, to actually make a relationship and to make a journey out of this. It might be a little bit of a struggle. Because we have the Fool in reverse, so people aren't really fully on board with the idea of going on this brand new journey and just starting brand new. Because it can be a little bit scary. You have to admit, it can be a little scary to not only be vulnerable enough to offer someone their cup of love, but to also start over completely and to tackle these big battles and these new situations with someone. It can be a little bit tough, and you might feel like there's a little bit of a block there. I think don't put so much emphasis on if this is a soulmate relationship or a twin flame or anything like that. If this makes you feel good, if this makes you feel happy and emotionally stable, go for it. If this makes you feel happy, if this makes you feel excited, go for it. But if you're feeling cramped, if you're feeling like this is something that doesn't make you feel creative, that doesn't make you feel happy, that doesn't make you feel, excited about life and excited about relationships, then, perhaps you should really consider looking elsewhere for love. Definitely don't pass this off, though. I think that definitely there's beauty in every relationship and there's beauty in every situation, and it's really up to you. It's your life. It's up to you to do whatever you want here. But yeah, I definitely think that with the Lovers in reverse, it could just be that, this isn't that type of a relationship, that twin flame soulmate or whatever, or that you're focusing too much on it. Don't worry about it. If something is meant to be, then it's going to be. That's just how it is. If someone is supposed to be in your life, they're going to keep popping up. It's going to be, a little silly when just seeing them out and then being like, oh, hey, but don't worry about it. Just enjoy now. Enjoy the beauty of the journey itself. Don't worry about the journey. Enjoy the feelings that the journey brings you. Enjoy the feelings that these relationships in the past have brought you. Maybe, in the past with relationships, even if you have been hurt, it sucks, but take that and to really better yourself. Like, you are such a strong person to have gone through everything that you have, and you have to appreciate that. Find the beauty in that. Find the beauty in yourself, in the fact that, if you've been through any hardships, like, wow, okay. So for extra clarification, we have the World, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is great, and I will tell you why. So basically, the World for me means change. It means a cycle in our life. So going back to this, it's kind of like if you are going towards a relationship and you're really wanting them to be with you, or vice versa, but it just isn't starting. It just isn't working. I feel like accept this as just a cycle in your life, and, as something to grow from, something to learn from. There are happy changes on the way. There are good things coming towards you, because you're someone who deserves them. You're someone who deserves a great 2019, who deserves really good things coming in, whether that be emotional or material, career and money-wise. And with the Four of Swords, it's going to take a while to really heal from this. I feel like, especially if you are very emotionally involved here, it's going to take a while, but you are going to achieve healing. Just take it one day at a time and know that happy change is coming in. And I think when you're fully healed, you're going to be feeling like the Queen of Pentacles. Even if you are a man, you're going to be feeling just amazing. She's very laid back. She's very proud of where she is. She knows what she wants. It could be that through this situation, through this person, through this cycle, because the Lovers in reverse for me as well feels very karmic, feels like it could potentially be a karmic relationship, and those can be very, very draining. They can be a lot of just no fun at times. And karmic for me, I know a lot of people see that as like a third party situation. I also see it as someone who comes into our lives that we have a soul tie with, that we have to work karma out with them. So maybe in a past life you snubbed them, because you were like, oh, hey, I don't want to ask for your hand in marriage because I already saw that you were talking to Victoria down the street. And, so now in this life, they're saying to you, oh, hey, I don't want to be with you or whatever because of blah, blah, blah. That might not apply here, but, yeah, definitely though. This might be someone who comes into your life to teach you a lesson this time around. Because maybe in a past life you taught them this lesson. But yeah, it's also an idea of being okay with just loving someone, it not having to go somewhere, just the beauty of being in love, the beauty of really taking joy in someone else's energy and someone else's company and being able to grow from them. Yeah. That's that new Ariana Grande song, Thank You Next. Like, I feel like this is that. Like, if this doesn't work out with this person that you're emotionally involved in, then, thank them and go on to the next person and the next situation and be proud of yourself. Honestly, like, the Queen of Pentacles is beautiful. She knows what she wants now. She's stable now. She has money. She has happiness. She has gratitude for where she is. She's very motherly. She's very caring. She's very warm. I think that for a lot of people, you might even have the potential to become pregnant. If you do not want that, then definitely be mindful, to be extra careful. But for sure, you're going to be feeling very, very good. You're going to be feeling very fulfilled, very just proud of your accomplishments in 2019. And I think that you should be. I think that you should be very proud of the people that you've met and the situations you've gone through, things like that. Even if it didn't work out to its fullest potential or what you wanted it to work out to be, just the fact that you experienced this is beautiful. And yeah, I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope that you will continue to follow me on my channel. And yeah, make sure to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and also a comment down below. I love reading your guys' comments. And yeah, let me know if this resonated. Of course, if it did not, make sure to, you can always go and pick another card. Also, remember that this is a general reading, of course, and I do personal readings over on my Etsy page. Yeah, I will be posting another pick a card soon, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I will see you soon. Bye! Hello to everyone who picked stack 2, so let's get right into your reading and see what 2019 has in store for you. So right off the bat, we have Kiwi, and Kiwi says do a walking meditation each day for the next week. So basically this is just basically saying that, two basiccallys, so this is saying that you need to clear your mind. Walking meditations are very easy. I think most people are very put off by the idea of, meditations. I feel like that can be very intimidating for a lot of people. This idea of just sitting alone in a quiet room and, clearing your mind. And maybe you have a lot on your mind, so it's just constantly going. But no. Okay. Walking meditation is just that. It's any time that you find yourself walking, maybe walking down a hallway, walking around in a room, maybe walking from your car to your job, still being mindful about where you are, but being able to just close off your thoughts and close off your mind and any thoughts towards any situations that might be going on. Really silence it. How can you do this? So what I like to do is I'll focus on a noise, or maybe a thing. As I'm walking, perhaps there is a soft hum of construction in the distance, and I will tell my mind that I am going to only focus on that noise. And it's a really good way to ground yourself and to focus yourself and to keep yourself present. It's a good way to really keep yourself and your emotions in check and to really find out where you are for the day. Like, how am I feeling? How am I doing? Is today a good day? If I think it's a bad day, what happened? Why do I think it's a bad day? But make sure to really have those moments where you completely clear your mind for even 2-3 minutes, and then you can start asking yourself, well, what's been going on? Next we have Cheetah, and it says, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So this is exactly that. Kiwi is about clearing your mind and really focusing on what it is that you, that's going on, really getting in touch with yourself. And then Cheetah is knowing what you want and going towards it. So once you're rested, once that you feel like your head is cleared, that you have kind of a peace of mind, then you can go towards whatever it is that you want fearlessly and without any worry. I feel like 2019 will be a good time for you to just go and get it done and, do what you need to do. Cheetahs are very fast. They're very fast paced. They're very get it done. If they're hungry now and they're going to eat, obviously. So for your angel inspiration card, we have number 25, Speak from the Heart. So 7s for me kind of represent, obviously a crossroads. Like, you're at 5, there was a change made, and now you're at a crossroads where you can choose to go this way or that way. So Speak from the Heart really makes me think that, you have the option here to be completely honest within the next year, and it's not that you weren't being completely honest. It wasn't that you weren't being a liar, but I'm not calling you a truther either. Okay. But honestly, you have to be open to communication and open to telling people how you're feeling, saying, hey, you really hurt my feelings the other night, and I just wanted to put that out there and air that out. Don't blame people, but make sure that they're aware too, because I'm feeling drawn to saying that passive aggressiveness can be very, very destructive and very not good, very not healthy. Just make sure to be mindful of that and to align yourself and to really understand where it is that you're coming from, why you're upset, and what can be done about it. Don't hold things in. Don't hold things into your throat or, anything like that, or your solar plexus or your heart. Just let it go. Let it be. Yeah. If you're feeling drawn to talking to someone, to running in and saying like, hey, what you did to me is a little unfair. I just want to talk about it. But I also want to say, be open to forgiving someone. If you're looking for an apology, be willing to accept it and then move on and then not mention it again. That's sort of an energy, and make sure that this is something that you're willing to forgive. But, definitely, I feel like in 2019, you need to be more open. You need to speak your truths more. You need to speak your mind. You need to speak up on things that you believe and that you, and that you want. So for your 3 cards on what is going to be happening for 2019, we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 9 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is interesting because the 5 of Pentacles in reverse makes me think that maybe you're coming out of a period of being left out in the cold or feeling very desolate and kind of hopeless, because that's really what this card means in the upright for me. It's very just somber, just almost like a chill in your bones. It's cold. Maybe someone is being cold to you or has ghosted you, and it's kept you up at night. It's really brought a lot of anxieties knocking at your door when you're trying to sleep. These thoughts are really weighing on your mind. It's almost like these thoughts have imprisoned you and they're waking you up. They're making you not restful. They're making you like just feel ugh. That feeling where you're too hot at night, so you put your arm on not really like on the floor. Relatable. 1700s. But yeah, so that feeling how when it's too like warm, you'll expose one leg or one arm or what have you. It's just so uncomfortable to sleep, and it's so warm you almost want to cry, but you can't even cry because you're tired. That's what I'm getting here, is that it's just uncomfortable. It's not good. This has left you feeling very on shaky grounds, but you're going to come out of that. It's going to be very slow, but I think that it's going to be something that is going to be worth your while. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, though, it could be that you're holding on too tightly to this situation or this person or this career. It could be that this career, you were putting in a lot of work and you weren't getting anything back. You were losing sleep putting into projects, putting into listings or whatever. This is something that you put a lot of effort into only to see kind of ruin, basically nothing. And it really bothers you. It really upsets you and unnerves you a little bit. But this is something that is going to take time. Obviously you don't want to hear that, but make sure to, if there's anything that you're really holding on to be okay with letting go of that. To be okay with not holding on so tightly. Because this is just bringing you a lot of unrest and a lot of heartbreak, a lot of anxiety, a lot of, just feeling like on the edge of your seat, pins and needles. So for your next few cards, this is actually quite a few. So we have the 8 of Cups in reverse, which, how I said that you're holding on to something? It's almost like you really are. You don't want to walk away from this thing. You know, you don't. But at the same time, with the Page of Cups, you don't want to take offerings that aren't good enough. You don't want to take offerings that aren't suited for you and suited for your purpose and suited for life. I mean, I know that these can be very fun. This can be something good, but you also don't want something that's below you. It's almost like if it's a job, maybe they're saying, sorry, you can't be manager, but we'll, put you to the next level slightly up. We'll give you 3 pennies of a raise. And you're like, 3 pennies? What? And they're just like, yeah. And so, no. No, don't take that. You know, I think that you know your worth. I think in some situations you don't want to walk away because you feel like there is going to be a lot of a payoff in the future, even though there's a lot of anxieties. But you also don't want to accept something less than what you deserve. So it could be that you're declining, this thing. And we have death. Along with the 7 of Cups. So here's what I see is that if this is perhaps a partnership, maybe you're going to give this one more chance. You're holding on to this in 2019. You're not wanting to walk away, but there has been some stuff in the past that has went on that's been a little shady. Or perhaps there just hasn't been anything that's went on. Maybe they've ghosted you and they're finally coming back or what have you. And they're offering you something that's just silly. You're like, really? It's been all this time and you're coming back with this, or, again, with the job like that, but with death, it's almost like you're cutting that off. Finally, you're saying, no, I deserve better. I want something that's going to come at me with a good offer, a good situation. I want something that isn't going to keep me up at night only to get nothing in return. That's really unfair. I'm sorry. I felt that. I felt that for you. But yeah, I mean, death is not only just death, but it's transformation. It's transforming yourself and your life into a better thing, but remembering the past. When a loved one passes, we remember them, we mourn them, we honor them. We respect the life that they led. We really appreciate them. And this is the same for relationships, and this is the same for, anything like that. But we transform and we continue living and we live to see another day. You have options. Don't be confused there. You have a lot of options, a lot of beautiful things to look forward to. Don't feel like, maybe if this is a person, don't feel like this is the only person in your life that's going to ever show you affection or show you happiness. You have a lot of options and you have a lot of happiness on the way. Be strong enough and courageous enough to cut off things that don't serve you, that don't make you happy. Do things that make you happy, and really take full responsibility for that. Your happiness is your own, and that's kind of blah to hear at times, but yeah, it's the truth though, because at the end of the day, who are you spending the majority of your time with? And it's you. Who are you going to the bathroom with? You. So, I mean, maybe that doesn't apply, but honestly, like, you're doing good. You have a lot going for you. You're a very beautiful person and you're strong. Just clear your mind and know what it is that you want. If this is someone who wants different things from you, know that you have other opportunities to be able to pursue the things that you want, and things like that. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and also a comment down below. Yeah, if this resonated, make sure to let me know in the comments, and yeah, I look forward to hearing from you guys. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading. Obviously, if this does not resonate, you are more than welcome to go back and pick another card. But I also do personal readings on my Etsy page. That link is in my description. I also I do pet readings and readings for you as well. I also have a PayPal link in my description for donations and things like that, just for energy exchanges. Anything over $10, the blah, 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 blah. You get a reading. I'm getting tongue-tied. I think it's just everything with the retrograde and everything, I'm just like, okay. But yeah, I hope that you are doing great, and I look forward to seeing you in my next videos. I will see you then. Okay, bye. Hello to everyone who picked stack 3. Let's get right into your reading and see what 2019 will bring you. So right off the bat, we have Octopus, and this says practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. And you also have Platypus, which says stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. So really, I wanted to bring these both out because I feel like they're in not interchangeable, but they complement each other very well in this reading. I feel like Octopus, they're, not only are they very smart, they can figure out their way through any situation just by watching people. They'll watch their guards every single day at aquariums. Well, not really guards, but I guess handlers. Yeah, they're royal guards. They're royal octopus guards. Okay, so, but yeah, they'll watch and they'll see how they open the doors, and, if there's a lock or whatever, they'll figure out a way to unlock it. They are so smart. And that's really what is coming through, that 2019 will be a good year for you to just watch, to just observe, to really understand how people do things, why they do things, what's going on. This doesn't mean, manipulating your surroundings or blending into the point where you become someone else. This is just the idea that if you're in a group of people, you'll be able to step back and just be. Imagine yourself almost melting in with your seat and just being able to enjoy the presence, enjoy the energy of your friends and these people. Even if you don't know these people, just let yourself feel the energy. Is there someone there that makes you feel really good? Is there someone there that makes you feel really not so good? Really understand that, but also understand, that with stop complaining and focus your attention on your blessings in life. I feel like a lot of people can say too, like, oh, I don't complain, but there is a lot of complaining that we do that I think we're unaware of at times too, that we're very, we could just find little things to not be grateful for. And that's not anything bad. That's just a normal human thing that we can say, hey, we aren't complainers, but I really don't like this, and I don't like that, and I don't like this, and hey, that one time that Debbie did this, and Cheryl did that, and, it's kind of like, just stop. Just let it be. Just focus on the things that you have in your life. Focus on the things that make you happy. Focus on the things that you do have and the things that you are grateful for. The things that you, that you already have. We have a lot to be thankful for. The fact that you have a way to watch this video is incredible. A lot of people can't have computers or cell phones or tablets or anything like that. A lot of people can't get online. A lot of people, can barely even have food. And that's really a really hard struggle. It's, so really be thankful for all that you do have. It might not seem like a lot, but to have a full stomach and to be somewhere that, you're at least safe, for now, and a roof over your head, that is the most beautiful thing that you can have in this day and age. And, to be honest, ever. Even if you're thinking back to like the dark ages, you don't want to be that person that's out, that doesn't have anything, that everyone kind of demonizes just because they don't have anything. So definitely understand that you have a lot of beautiful blessings in your life and a lot of beautiful things. You have a lot to be thankful for. You have a lot to look forward to as well. So for your angel inspiration card, we have gratitude, which actually fits really well into what I was saying about platypus, about being thankful for all that you have, and You know, stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. You know, gratitude, you know, maybe waking up in the morning and writing things that you're thankful for, or when something good happens, thanking the universe or thanking someone, you know, that's in your life, thanking people that really make a difference to you, thanking people and just being vulnerable with them. You know, maybe stopping a friend and saying, hey, you know that time that you bought me cheese sticks 5 years ago when I didn't have a penny? I really appreciate that. And I'm really thankful for you, and I'm really grateful for that. You know, it doesn't have to be something big, but just something like that. Take account of the small things as well, and just be happy with everything. You know, if you make money, if it's even $5, you find $5, say thank you, universe. I am very grateful. I have so much gratitude in my heart for this blessing that I just received. So for your next 3 cards for what is going to be going on in 2019, we have the Emperor, the 2 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands in reverse. Now, this is interesting because the Emperor for me is someone who's, you know, this obviously could be maybe a fatherly figure or someone that you look up to, you know, but it does not have to be. It could just be that you're feeling very confident in where you are. You feel very accomplished and very happy. It could be that you are starting a family or already have a family that you're very proud of. But the Emperor is very stern in his beliefs. Sometimes he's a little bit unwavering. In that sense, he's very he's just very strict in what he believes and what he feels should be happening and what shouldn't. He's made up his mind, and that's it. But keep your mind open in 2019. Keep your mind open, and this is also a card for me of being thankful for all that you have, because do you see how he's gazing off to his children and he's holding this ball because he's being interactive, you know? It's kind of this idea of just sitting back and you know, that feeling, that letting out a sigh and just admiring your work and everything that, you know, everything that you've done, like, oh, I made those, you know, but just being very proud. We also have the 2 of Wands, and this is just basically you feeling like you have the world in your hands and that you can go anywhere. You can do anything. This is getting aligned with your passions and really going towards them in a balanced way. This is basically saying, hey, I can do anything and I can go anywhere I want. You know, it could be that there has been conflict in the past that you've come out of too with a parental figure. I also feel compelled to say that when I do see this card in the reverse, for me, sometimes it can also suggest someone making their own conflict, or, you know, in that sense, also being afflicted by perhaps addiction. You know, that is a really, really tough disease and to be struggling with. And a very heavy subject, and I just wanted to bring that in a little more seriously, just throwing that out there. You know, if you do know someone who's going through that, be very grateful for them and all that they go through, and really be kind. But know that even if you do have addictions, or you know, maybe gambling or something along those lines, maybe even just bad habits as well, know that you can do anything. Make sure to do these things though on your own, as opposed to getting a bunch of people involved potentially, and I almost feel like in reverse it could also be like mountains out of molehills sometimes. So definitely just be careful in 2019. Go after your passions, but just approach everyone and everything in that I'm grateful for you, I'm grateful for the energy exchange, but that's about it. I'm going to go towards the things that I want, and that's that. Don't let people really get too much of your energy without your knowledge or without your wanting them to. So for clarification cards, we have the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Cups in reverse, which is great. I sound like Tony the Tiger there. So then we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Magician. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. So first of all, this is going to bring you a lot of anxieties. It could be that, whatever is happening in the Five of Wands is really bringing you, or has brought you in the past, or throughout 2019 has brought you a lot of anxieties. It's not let you sleep very well, but you're coming out of that. You're coming out of it, and you're starting to see the things that you are grateful for. It's funny, the whole idea that this is, I think, the main overall message for this is gratitude. It's being thankful. It's basically Thanksgiving every day. If you can achieve Thanksgiving every day, go for it. That's what your guides want you to do for 2019, is live every day like it's Thanksgiving. So yeah, focus on the things that are right. See how he still has these 2 cups? In the upright, he has his back turned to these 2 cups because, oh, woe is me, these 3 cups are overturned. Not knowing that he still has these 2 beautiful cups. But you're going to really realize that, and I think you're going to really understand that you can manifest whatever it is that you want. I feel like it goes like that. I feel like you can, the King of Pentacles is someone who's very abundant. He's very financially stable, very emotionally mature. He knows what he wants. He's sitting on stable ground, but he's still very observant. He's very humble. He's able to objectively look at all that he's accomplished in the background at his castle and still appreciate the nature and everything around him that the earth has provided him and that the universe has provided him. He is the slowest moving king. So if you are bringing in romance, if you are trying to manifest romance, this might take a little while. This might be an earth sign individual. It does not have to be, but this is someone that could potentially take a long time to come around or to woo, but it will completely be worth it. You can manifest anything, though. You can manifest yourself to be emotionally stable and financially abundant, to have anything, pretty much. Sky is the limit, and as soon as you realize that, the better. The Magician is all about, using intention to really get what you want. That is the whole idea of the Magician. He is an alchemist. He is very smart. He is very abundant. He is very, knows what he wants, and he gets it. And same with the King of Pentacles. So definitely go towards whatever it is that you want if it brings you happiness. Stay away from these harsher energies over here. That's not going to do you any good. If you're in a group that's constantly causing struggles, remove yourself. Remove yourself and manifest your own happiness and your own journey. So, yeah. Thank you to everyone who picked Deck 3. I hope that you enjoyed. Leave a like and also a comment down below if you really enjoyed this. And I hope that it resonated. If it did not, make sure to go back and pick another card pile if you would like. And yeah, I have a link in the description for private readings, both for you and for your pets. I do both. And yeah, that's that. I also have a link down in my description for PayPal. I appreciate every little bit that I get on there. It really helps. It really, helps me to keep doing what I'm doing. And anything over $10 or anything, they automatically get a reading. And yeah, so thank you, and I will see you in the next reading. Good luck and happy almost 2019. Bye!